Yo, we're going to talk about inflation and some other stuff. So, the inflation rate is calculated on a monthly basis. It's at 8.2% right now, and the Fed's target is around 4%. And the unfortunate thing is, to catch up with that much inflation, you have to make the interest rate on your bonds very high. Now, as you can see, all of these interest rates on these are going very, 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 very high right now. So high, in fact, that the curve of rates, so if you picture rates going like that, the rates of return for these bonds should be higher over here on this side of the curve. Because say if you buy like a 30-year bond, you want to be able to hold it for, if you're going to hold it for 30 years, it better be worth more money than a 3-month, right? So if you're just going to hold a bond for that long, because bonds are really slow. But they're kind of interesting because, where did we start? We were on inflation. Anyways, this is the yield curve. This is the 2-year divided by the 10-year. You can see it's not the right way up. So that means the curve is not really a curve. It's like something like that. And you can see that as well by looking at the 10-year minus the 3-month yield. So it's way, way below zero. I mean, not way below zero, but obviously these things happen, and then you get market crashes every single time, if that wasn't already made clear in my other video. And then we're just going to check and see if our president looks at the charts.
The price of inflation is down, real incomes are up, and the price of gas is down. The price of inflation.
Well, I don't think inflation has a price. Yeah, it definitely does not have a price. So, how about the price of gas is down? Now, I'll admit, gas has been a little cheaper where I live. But let's take a look at the U.S. oil fund. Now, despite this minor flash crash to zero, which is just hilarious, by the way, you've been sort of going this way. I watched a Bloomberg report this morning, and this guy, basically an oil baron, like a Texas oil baron, was on Bloomberg telling about what shareholders can expect, basically giving an earnings report and kind of breaking it down. But he was basically saying it would likely to be seeing like $108 to $120 a barrel is what I believe he said. So yes, for the past couple months, oil has been going down 36%. It's quite a bit. But you can see here that on the macro, and I mean, if you measure back from the crash at least, it's going up. The price of energy is getting higher. So I don't think my president knows what he's saying. And we're just going to explore Twitter some more, because if you do crypto stuff, you're probably on crypto Twitter, which is really hilarious. Well, this one was really good. This one was basically seeing, I mean, you should go watch it yourself, because this is just commentary at this point of other people's content from Benny Johnson. But basically this one was going through about how Twitter was just like literally like hardcore, just shadow banning accounts, silencing people, like harvesting data. And there was like this Project Veritas or whatever, where they where they were basically going on dates with like Twitter devs and like trying to fucking get information, which is like so funny. Like, that's just so funny. That serves them right for trying to like silence people and like basically be. You should just watch this. I'm not gonna say anything else.
She's a whole stack of.
Oh, we got this lady. Oh, we got this police officer maybe just getting rid of signs. Maybe they were illegally placed on public property. Maybe she just doesn't give a fuck. This one's so funny. We gotta watch this together. I don't know if it'll.
His own words. What do you make of that? What do you think Twitter will look like?
I mean, if free speech is, Nazis saying that, trans women shouldn't, use women's locker rooms, then awesome. I guess mission accomplished. We'll see. Listen, I got to touch base with my husband and wife. I got to get out of here, all right? Thank you, guys.
What's your name?
Sorry. Daniel, thank you.
That's so funny. So this guy went outside of fucking Twitter and trolled like he got fired. Oh, so funny. But I mean, the stuff he was talking about, you will get in trouble for saying that shit, depending on who you're around or who controls the platform in which you're using. Elon Musk. Let's hope you're not a terrible technocrat globalist in the end, like the rest of them. I personally am highly skeptical of that person, but we'll see. This one's really funny. If you follow market stuff, Inverse Kramer ETF, this shit is hilarious. Like, poor Kramer.
I gotta tell you, this guy is driven beyond all means.
He worships the Zuck.
Well, that's why my channel just bought Facebook. Bought some metaverse yesterday. People should be buying this stuff. This is so for real.
Okay, what are they spending over the next 5 years?
Not nearly as much as we thought.
Oh my god. Let's look at Meta right now. That's so fucking funny. Where is Meta? Come on. Where are the tech stocks? There's so many stocks. Where are you, Meta? There we go. Look at that. Oh my god. We got this. Remember what they were saying? Like, when this is all the chart that you had? And you were like, remember when you were some guy going up this channel that was like, oh my god, this is a fucking rising wedge, and like this earnings season's gonna be so profitable, and you're gonna fucking just spike up here. Oh my god, I'm gonna make so much. It's going to 500 share. Because there was someone that definitely made that trade. Cognitive bias exists in all markets. Okay, a trade wouldn't have two sides unless there was bias to it. But anyways, so this is like right before the COVID bullshit began, the pandemic. And since, how the giant has fallen. Oh, get wrecked, Zuck. Get fucking wrecked. So to me, wow, 2013. So even if you were just to make it like a trend line there, even if that was a channel, which I don't really know if it's a channel. Obviously, things can look one way and then go another completely. So it could be going lower. But anyways, that's really so funny. This is just more. We're looking for specifically sort of economic stuff that we can check on the charts, because the data doesn't lie. Yeah, you're not cool. This guy, no, no. Guys, I'm telling you, okay, he smells like a deuce. He smells like a turd. I don't know. Something bothers me about that guy. I don't know. I wouldn't trust him. But that is just opinion. Oh, Crypto Sniper. This guy, you guys need to be following him. If any of you do crypto stuff. Like, he has a system that he made himself and developed over years and years. Anyways, his name is Francis Hunt. and I think he's a really genuine person, so that's cool. Script on TradingView. Okay, so this guy just published his 200-week moving average on script on TradingView. Then he's got a graph of it on Bitcoin, kind of giving you a little hint as to what's going on. Now it's definitely right here, it acts as resistance. Here it's acting sort of as support. Now it's acting as resistance. So you're like digging up into it. Let's just go look at the Bitcoin chart and try and describe what's going on here, because we mostly do crypto and other stuff on this channel for now, until I unleash my mega ultimate super duper plan. So what did we want to look at? We want to look at the 200-week moving average. Now 200 weeks is a lot of time. That's like 200 years if you trade stocks. But it's really like, 4 years or whatever ish. So, well, if you were following this guy and you just decided to use the 200-week simplified moving average from TMXMC, I don't know if this one's his, but it's a 200-week moving average nonetheless. Anyways, having closes below this, I don't know, you could either say it's trying to find support along this line and it's doing something like this, and it's trying to lever itself back up on this trend line and get support as this line sort of smooths out and goes this way. Or you could say it's making consecutive larger and larger closes around it. Because this blue line right here, the 200 week, that if you were to just smooth it out, it's probably, I'll have to change this color, but it'll probably end up looking something like that. So you're either going to come bust up and try and gain some support on it and then funnel out this way, or you're going to close under it again. And this is on the macro daily time frame, so I don't know. Those lines are obviously very big. It could shoot up and go down. It could do all sorts of stuff. So that's just speculation and conjecture, but if you deal in crypto, then that's what you deal in. Anyone who's done crypto probably knows that. Yeah, so that's kind of how it looks to me. Anyways, and you're pretty far below that line. Let's see. So I use the BLX because this is a very old index for Bitcoin. And if you see a lot of people doing TA, so it looks like this is when your 200 week was able to be established. You finally had enough data, or maybe the script isn't running right. Anyways, the 200 week is typically that's that was the bottom. After the correction in 13, and then you moved way up into the 2017. And this is when I personally first started getting to know about crypto. It was probably like here. I didn't really know about it. I heard about it back here, like most people, or used it to buy stuff online, like some people. You know what I'm talking about. So anyways, yeah, crashed down again. Use this line as support 2 more times. So you have 2 times here, 2 more here. Bit of a flash there. But now, this is the first time you've made consistent closes under the 200 week. That's never happened in the history of Bitcoin. So this is a major support level for pretty much anything if you're doing technical analysis. So like take a look at the S&P. The S&P is sort of gaining some support here and here on its 200 week. Bitcoin, on the other hand, is completely closing below it. Now, obviously, this is, that could be what we're in for, because it looks like the only time the 200-week breaks on the stock market is really only when you have like global fiscal crisis, because it's only done that a handful of times. Or, I mean, it continuously does it a lot sometimes. So yeah, there's the Great Depression. And then it was super bouncy after that. Then it got up on top of it. Then, yeah, so this is like a lost decade. Yeah, you like stayed in this box and kind of bounced around in it for a long time. Then you used it as support. This is the 80s. Everyone's doing coke. And then you come and correct 2 more times, which really sucks to be, this is just bullshit. And what I think is going to happen is you're just moving along this trend line that goes back to the Great Depression. And I think you'll probably break below this 200 week again. The 200 week will come down sort of like this. And you go like that. But you're going to stay in this box again. I mean, I would think for a long time. Obviously just speculation. How long? 16-minute video? If you've made it this far, wow. Wow, I am impressed, because I could literally ramble on about this shit forever. It's really interesting. Anyways, so you're wicking down below this 200 week on the S&P. The NYSE, oh, you've made a couple closes below it, and you're kind of going down. Vanguard Total World Stock ETF, definitely closing below it. Because I would reckon that's probably a little oversold, or overbought, sorry. Dow, using it as support. You can see all of these indices. There's ARK, big old shitter. Yeah, innovation my ass. So yeah, that's interesting. So I think this video's droned on long enough by now. I mean, 17 minutes, and I just literally say random stuff to you. Like, if you've made it this far, cool. I'm gonna make more videos, and hopefully some of this was helpful and or entertaining and or both. Peace.